Hello, fans of geometric methods. A quick video on how to make the new XenaForm. I will share my screen and let's go through the PowerPoint here. I'll explain the genesis of the idea in a different setting, but it's essentially a sculpture like a mobile would be. But let's look at the green outer ring. These are all folded plates, just two triangles forming the outside perimeter. What's happening then is the tip of each of those supports another single folded plate. So three sets of these supports one set of the folded plates. These three over here support this set, and these three support this. So it's 3-1 essentially, or 6-2. um, Six triangles become two triangles, or three units become one unit. And then the inner one is that the 3 points again are used to use one triangle, the red one in here, one set of triangles. So that's obviously very, very open, but that has to be unconditionally stable. I mean, there's absolutely no way that this cannot be stable, unless, of course, the triangles are coplanar. So how did I do that? I started with thinking about the two sets of triangles as four dots. It's always four dots. Uh, and then another two sets, forming the three, and the three. So 9 on the outside. And then I built it up in GeoGebra, and it was pretty quick. I'll just show you the file itself. Basically, you could see the outer triangles like that. Here I added the black ones in. I'll get to that in a second. Those are all extra, making it stiffer and more redundant. And I don't think I showed you that. So let me just share my screen. Here it is on the outside, the three, and the three sets of triangles. I put in the black ones. You could see it here as redundance, but everything else is exactly like what we did here. The blue sets supporting the single set, um, creating a pretty big volume that is, I think, very malleable. Why this is so nice is that all of these points are parametric. So all you really got to do is make sure that these are not coplanar, just checking on these things. So everything is parametric in plan view and in elevation, and pretty easy to do. I just drew the perpendicular lines and that's it. I mean, there's no spheres, there's no nothing. So that is the model that, like I said, is very easy to get down to a human scale. Here's my little human. All right, let's stop that and go back to the PowerPoint then. So going back to the PowerPoint, this is the minimal structure, as I said before. That's what it looks like when it's rendered in Rhino. With the sun, yes, you could leave it open in California, but I added the black triangles. So the black triangles are extra. They close up the whole system. You could see them here in the PowerPoint. And then that's where I ended when I was in GeoGebra. And here are a couple of Rhino renders of that more closed up structure. Uh, Let me show it in Rhino right now since we're here. This is the underside. Oops. And you could see the triangles look really nice. It looks great, I think, from all points of view. And, my little human is not in this picture, but you can imagine where he or she is. Let's go back to the PowerPoint. What I did was I threw it into SAP as a membrane, which is the worst possible model, but the most extreme test. SAP actually said it's unstable, but it's stable, right? I mean, I checked the deflections. It was almost nothing with the membrane element. And then I changed it to a thin shell element, and it's super stiff. The reactions are upward for this wind load, this lateral load in the front, downward in the back. A little bit of up and down there, but nothing. I think 1,000 pounds was the worst. And then a sort of a terrible render from the robot. The middle part got very mixed up, but the exterior was surprisingly good. Like when you look at that and you look at that, that's pretty ding dong close. And I think it was just this depth of field that the robot didn't understand this perfectly, but pretty ding dong close. So that is the update. I'll send all the files. Thank you.